Alrighty, those are all the stories that we needed to cover quickly for today. So let's head over to the Thursday night football game from last night and start breaking it down and see what these two teams did. Alrighty, so the Bengals get the close 24-21 win over the Jaguars last night, and how unfortunate. Urban Meyer starting 0-4. He only had 4 losses at Ohio State, folks. 4 losses at Ohio State. He's got 4 losses here in his first 4 games in the NFL. So Urban Meyer's path in the NFL is not going too smoothly, truly following what Nick Saban did when he made his short stint in the league for the Dolphins. What was it, 1 season, 2 seasons, nothing great. So Urban Meyer, he's learning that, hey, the NFL and the college system are 2 totally different beasts. But I will give credit to Urban Meyer for coming out and being kind of competitive right off the get-go. I mean, this Jaguars team, yeah, they kind of, punt on their first drive, but then they score a touchdown on their second drive, making it 7-0, and then they punt again, unfortunately, 3-and-out, but then they score another touchdown, making it 14-0, and was knocking on the door of going up 21-0, which potentially at that moment could have really kind of won the game, or really just kind of changed the entire way that the game went, because we know the Bengals came out of halftime and then scored on every single drive. But if you go up 21-0 right before halftime, maybe the Bengals don't come out as fiery in the second half. So I will give credit to Urban Meyer for that, getting his team ready to rock on Thursday Night Football. We ended up taking the Bengals minus 7.5 last night. Unfortunate, that obviously didn't hit, but that was kind of why we swallowed the points, because we didn't think Urban Meyer would have his team ready to go Thursday night, short turnaround on the road, primetime game, must-win game here because they're down 0-3 heading into this week. So everything, all the narratives were kind of going against Urban Meyer, but he only lost by 3. He had the lead. He made a gutsy call that I kind of agree with, right on the 1-yard line. Go for it. Let's go up 21-0 instead of kicking the field goal to go up 17-0. Unfortunately, they don't get it, but I still respect the call there by Urban Meyer to go for it. The gutsy call. We just saw Brandon Stanley do that for the Chargers last week, and it paid off. They beat the Chiefs, and Urban Meyer having the same thinking. So Urban Meyer, we know it's hard for rookie players and even coaches out here for their first year in the NFL to make it big and to get out to a hot start. But so far, Urban Meyer is slowly but surely, I think, getting there and learning how to be a winning, successful head coach in this league real early on with the whole Tim Tebow circus, and then the quarterback competition that we all knew wasn't a quarterback competition really, I think, hurt him just in the face of the locker room and just kind of the face in the leadership. But after, experiencing the games and seeing how just kind of the games work out and how the media reacts and how fans react and how players react to, losing games and losing close, trying to get that coveted win. First coveted win here for Urban Meyer. So I will give Urban Meyer a little bit of credit here for coming out here and really kind of dominating a little kind of early in this game. It was real solid, and just unfortunately they kind of, blow up a little bit in the second half, but it was more the Cincinnati Bengals going out and winning the game in the second half than the Jaguars going out and losing in the second half. So we will give Urban Meyer a little credit here for this loss, being competitive in this game, and we'll see if he continues to kind of learn the NFL and start to get a little bit better, or if he just goes 100% Nick Saban. Hey, screw it, I'm out of here in a year or two, and I will go back and he won't go back to coaching in college, I don't think, but he can just kind of rest his legacy and be like, we don't talk about those NFL days. We talk about those Ohio State, Florida days. Yeah, that's what we talk about in the Urban Meyer household. We don't care. Yeah, I did something with the Jaguars. It wasn't even that serious. Y'all took me head coaching the Jaguars seriously. I did it as a goof. I was goofing, y'all. Come on, y'all couldn't see me goofing, y'all. I signed Tim Tebow. That was the goof. I was goofing, y'all. I wasn't taking that seriously. No, stop it. So I hope that's not what Urban Meyer is going to do. I hope he doesn't go down the same path. I would like to see Urban Meyer have success. Obviously, having success in, kind of college. And, we know the college system is below the NFL. So, you're great in kind of, the tier 2 phase of kind of football. But then you come and play with the big boys, the big dogs, and you get absolutely obliterated. And then you have to kind of, leave with your tail tucked between your legs. That's never a great look for anybody. And I don't want that for Urban Meyer. So we would like to see this man get a little bit better out here, but we'll see. But so far, this is kind of the best thing I've said about Urban Meyer all season, that he had his team competitive in the first half of a game on the road for Thursday Night Football. So we'll see if he can continue to build off and grow off of this. All right, let's start talking about some players right here, and then we'll get into some big potential game-shifting plays right here. There are about 3 big game-shifting plays or series or drives in this game that I kind of want to point out a little bit and see what the quarterbacks, these young quarterbacks, were doing in these big situations. I mean, we're talking about game-winning scenarios, and that's all you got to do. If you can win the plays for the game-changing scenarios, we talked about it, and even Mike McCarthy talked about it in Hard Knocks, the mojo moment. Hey, everybody just feels, hey, this is going to be a huge turning point in this game. Whether we kind of get the first down or we don't, whatever the outcome is, each outcome affects the game differently, and we obviously want to kind of pick up this first down so the game is affected positively and kind of leans in toward our favor, and we have the chance to take this opportunity. So there are a couple of those in this game that we're going to talk about. But let's start talking about some players and what happened in this game. So, like we said, the Bengals get out to the Jaguars get out to a pretty solid start. Unfortunately, they have to punt on their first drive. But then the second drive, they score a touchdown. Third drive, they punt. Fourth drive is a touchdown. And then they get the turnover on downs drive. Truly unfortunate. And we're going to watch that in a second. Where do I want to start? I guess we could start here with Trevor Lawrence. So let's start here with Trevor Lawrence. He goes 17 of 24, which I believe is 70% completion percentage. Let's double check the math right here right quick. 17 of 24, 70% completion percentage for 204 yards. Real solid here. And what have we been kind of saying for the first 3 weeks? We've been seeing high numbers of throws here by the quarterback. But once again, another kind of good kind of green flag for this Jaguars team is that once again they had a nice kind of run pass balance. Only 24 throws by Trevor Lawrence, 18 rushes by James Robinson, their running back. So a nice equal run and pass game right here for the Jaguars. Another reason why they were in this game and only lost by 3 points and only lost in kind of the final drive of the game. So Trevor Lawrence had a real solid night. Didn't throw a touchdown pass, but, had some big throws in this game. Slinging the ball down to Chenault Jr. Unfortunately, didn't have DJ Chark in this game for the majority of the game either, so that hurt him. So, once again, Trevor Lawrence is making do with everything he has, and he's still a rookie. I mean, we're kind of seeing what we saw from Justin Herbert a little bit. When you were just looking at his stats, Justin Herbert's stats last season early on, they weren't the best. Same thing with Trevor Lawrence, but when you watch them throw the ball, they have it. So, and Justin Herbert didn't truly come onto the scene 100% till about maybe weeks 10, 11, 12. That's really when he was starting to catch his groove. I mean, Trevor Lawrence could potentially be the same way. We're only 4 games in, and we're seeing some big, great green flags out of Trevor Lawrence's passing game. So we'll see if he can continue to grow like Justin Herbert did, and we'll see if we're talking about Trevor Lawrence the way we talk about Justin Herbert. And that's going to be pretty tough because we truly talk the heck out of Justin Herbert in a huge positive light. The man's truly got it. Big, strong, beefy man that can air out the ball. Big, strong arm. Accuracy is great, and he's starting to win games now. How great is that? So overall, a solid game out here by Trevor Lawrence. Unfortunately, he had an opportunity to kind of win the game, and we're going to get to that play also. And unfortunately, just could not get it done. Third and what? We get a 3rd and 4 pass incomplete right at midfield, and that was their final drive. And then the Bengals go down and kind of take the entire rest of the time off the clock, 5.5 minutes, and goes down and kicks the game-winning field goal. But Trevor Lawrence and James Robinson, the run-pass game was real solid. James Robinson, 18 carries for 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence took off with the ball 8 times, and that's kind of another kind of part to his game. He's not, a true dual threat. He's not a Patrick Mahomes or a Kyler Murray or Lamar Jackson, a little bit on kind of the same Ryan Tannehill-esque speed. I think I give Tannehill a little bit of an edge in the speed department, but Trevor Lawrence I do believe is a little bit bigger overall than Ryan Tannehill is, so he can kind of, beef his way, muscle his way a little bit more, but I do believe that Ryan Tannehill is a hair faster than Trevor Lawrence, but he can kind of utilize his legs a little bit. He had 8 rushes for 36 yards. He also ran for a touchdown, so that's great. Didn't turn the ball over here. No turnovers for the Jaguars. The Trevor Lawrence in the second half, we saw the second half performance last week against the Cardinals. They still weren't really moving the ball well. This game either. They only put up 7 points in the second half, but it wasn't Trevor Lawrence turning over the ball. So once again, kind of, cleaning up some things, just have to put everything together. And that's, offensively, defensively, special teams, coaching, everything needs to put together 100% for you to win a game. So Trevor Lawrence is getting better. We just have to see all the other kind of components to this team overall get better as well. And once again, not having your full complement of wide receivers. I mean, not having your number 1 wide receiver out there, DJ Chark. I mean, we talk about Zach Wilson's kind of struggles out here, and we kind of, put a little bit of an excuse / free pass, not a big one, little something of, having no Jamison Crowder, him not having his number 2 wide receiver out there for the Jets. So, if Zach Wilson didn't have Corey Davis, could you imagine what Zach Wilson would be looking like? I mean, the Jets fans would be chasing him out of New York, folks. I mean, he would literally probably get exiled from the entire league through 3 games if he didn't have Corey Davis. So other than that, Trevor Lawrence is truly being solid out here and trying to get these wins. And once again, I think we were a little spoiled last season with the rookies. Rookies don't really kind of rookie quarterbacks, rookie everywhere else can make an immediate impact. But we know the quarterback position is like the biggest, most important position. They hold so much and they have to be true leaders. And these are kids coming in and all that. So we know the quarterback position is the hardest for rookies to kind of come in and kind of take over year one. And last season, we had some really great rookie quarterback performances. And I think that kind of spoiled us for this season because we're not getting anywhere near the talent that we saw last year with Justin Herbert and Tua and, Jalen Hurts was solid and Joe Burrow. So I think we have to give these quarterbacks a little bit of time, but so far, there's no cause for concern here for Trevor Lawrence. And I love how, everybody's giving Urban Meyer a free pass now. Everybody's everyone's like, well, this is a rebuild team, and they've been trash and all this, and Urban Meyer's doing the best he can. But do y'all remember what Urban Meyer himself said, folks? He said, this is not a rebuild. I am not coming in here to rebuild this team. We are going to be competitive, and we are going to try to win as we kind of get this team. It's not a rebuild, but we're just kind of rearranging this team. It's not a rebuild. We're still going to be competitive. We're still expecting to win games. So, everybody's giving Urban Meyer free passes, but we shouldn't because he's holding himself to a higher standard. He didn't come in and be like, all right, this is my first year. This is a rebuilding team. This is a bad team. All righty. Don't expect anything big. No, he said, hey, I don't care that I'm a rookie head coach. I don't care that this is a bad team, in a rebuilding stage in your eyes, but not in my eyes, and we're ready to be competitive. So we really can't give Urban Meyer free passes because he's holding high regards of this Jaguars team, but they're 0-4 so far. So stop with the free passes by Urban Meyer, folks. He's a grown man. He's won in the college system. He won't be hurt, or he shouldn't really be hurt by anybody kind of knocking him, but not totally knocking him. So relax on Urban Meyer. He's fine, folks, but don't give that man any free passes. He's expecting to win here, and down 0-4, that's not getting it done. So stop with the free passes of Urban Meyer, please. I saw it today on Twitter, a lot of people doing that, and I'm just like, his own words said we're going to be competitive, and they were competitive in this game, which once again, we gave Urban Meyer the credits for this game, but we still have to get the win and still got to get a little bit better out here. But, we're giving him a little small credit. But people are giving him way more credit in free passes. We're not giving Urban Meyer any free passes. No way. He maybe had an opportunity to take free passes, and he said, no, I won't take any. This is not a rebuild. He said it himself, folks. I don't know what you want from us. Those are his own words. All right, but back to the game. Let's see who Trevor Lawrence was slinging the ball to. Leading receiver, Laviska Shenault Jr., and he had a great game, a great catch down the field that set him up at that kind of, 1-2 yard line to try to punch it in, and we're going to look at that play as well. But Laviska Shenault Jr., leading receiver here for the Jaguars, 6 receptions for 99 yards. He was also the most targeted receiver. Dan Arnold, the tight end, newly acquired from the Panthers for a cornerback. Second leading receiver here, 2 catches for 29 yards. Jamal Agnew, 1 catch for 27 yards. Marvin Jones, 3 catches for 24 yards. And then Tavon Austin, 1 catch for 8 yards. So Trevor Lawrence not having kind of, A1, tier 1 wide receivers all around him, playing the part of him not truly being able to sling this ball around, but made the most of it. And once again, why we can buy Trevor Lawrence. It's going to be slowly but surely, but there's no cause for concern. There is no cause for panic on Trevor Lawrence himself, the quarterback. So the Jaguars, decent game, unfortunately just lost, the home field advantage, the home crowd. Bengals chew off the final 5.5 minutes, and that's just how it goes sometimes, unfortunate. If you have the ball last, you kind of win the game. We just saw that all last week, with the Ravens scoring that 66-yard game-winning field goal. The Raiders in overtime having the ball last, all that. So it's just unfortunate sometimes. All right, but now let's start talking about this Bengals team. Joe Burrow, a little struggling in the first half. We've got some plays queued up of why they just couldn't take advantage. And, they just could not get that kind of first down. On the first drive, they moved the ball 76 yards, but missed a kind of easy chip shot field goal. It was like, what do we got, 40-something yards? 43 yards. They were able to pick up that first down and move the ball. But then the second drive, 3 and out, they couldn't get that first down. The second drive, 4 plays, 17 yards, really could not sustain, get those first downs. Last drive of the first half, 3 and out again. But then in the second half, they were able to pick up the first downs, able to move the ball, able to sustain the drives, and they scored on every single drive that they had in the second half. Touchdown first drive, touchdown second drive, touchdown third drive, field goal on the very last drive. And while they were, moving down the field, they were also chewing up the clock. 6.5 minute drive, 5.5 minute drive, 5.5 minute drive. That makes the second half go by quickly, and the Bengals win 24-21 because of that. So this is a real solid Bengals team, folks. You got to give credit to Joe, the head coach. Zach Taylor, got to give credit to him. Got to give credit to the offensive coordinator for scheming for Joe Burrow to have success. They were just getting it done in the second half, moving the ball, and the Jaguars defense could not stop anything that they were doing. So Joe Burrow ends the night 25 of 32. 78% completion percentage, absolutely fantastic for 348 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, didn't fumble, truly slinging this ball around and truly got it done in the second half, and that's what won the Bengals the game. They also had a really solid running game. Joe Mixon, 16 carries for 67 yards. He had a touchdown as well. Joe Burrow slinging the ball to Tyler Boyd, leading receiver here for the Bengals. 9 receptions for 118 yards. And then can we talk about the tight end, CJ Uzomah? Oh my goodness, folks. 5 catches for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. And we celebrate Tight End University here, and we're going to give him his grade today, folks. Today, we're not going to wait till Tuesday to break down this man's tight end performances. So let's give CJ Uzomah his grade right now, folks. So here we go. 5 catches for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he kind of had the game-sealing catch here on the final drive. Look at this, folks. It is 2nd and 13 at the Jacksonville's Jaguars 46-yard line, and he catches a 25-yard pass that puts him down basically at the 20, and then they just have that chip shot field goal. So CJ Uzomah, let's celebrate him and watch every catch from his performance last night, and then we will give him his week 4 grade for our summa cum laude honors of the tight end university. So here we go. First play up. What is CJ Uzomah doing? They're down 14-0 in the second half. Joe Burrow lofts it up to him on a 2nd and 7, and he goes down and takes it in for the touchdown, folks. So he jump starts this Bengals offense all by himself, a 20-yard catch and run right here. Oh, look at that nice little stiff arm. I mean, they teach this at tight end university, how to get open, and I mean, we know tight ends are all big out here. Let's get the official height on CJ Uzomah. He's looking like he's 6'5", 6'6", and beefy as heck. So let's see what his official tangibles are here, because he just stiff-armed this one defender, and he was able to walk into the end zone because of it. So here we go. CJ Uzomah, 6'6", 260. That's exactly how we love our tight ends, baby. Woo! That's a beefy man right there. That is that beefy tight end we love, folks. Let's watch it one more time, and let's watch this stiff arm. Here we go. I mean, at the 10-yard line, get out of here. And then he takes another hit, and then he's still able to go 3 yards into the end zone. And now the Bengals are on their way to the comeback win, making the game 14-7 now. CJ Uzomah. Yes, sir. All right, next play up. What do we got? What is he going to do now? Here we go. In the fourth quarter, down 21-14. CJ Uzomah on 1st and 10 picks up about 8-9 yards. That's how we do it here with the tight ends. Here we go. Still down 21-14. 3rd and 4 in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 4. Joe Burrow escaping out of the pocket. CJ Uzomah able to find the open space down the left sideline, and he takes it in for another touchdown. So he had the first touchdown to make it a 14-7 game, and now he has another touchdown to make it 21-21 on a 3rd and 4. If Joe Burrow, he bought all the time he could, if unfortunately he got sacked or had to throw this ball away, they're looking at 4th and 4, probably take a field goal, and then it's a 21-17 game. But the tight ends, they are difference makers. They turn a potential field goal into guaranteed 7 points. That's what they teach at tight end university, baby. Start respecting these tight ends, especially the 6'6" ones. I'm glad we're getting this abundance of 6'6" tight end talent with Kyle Pitts and Darren Waller and CJ Uzomah. I mean, sheesh, folks, and y'all wanted little old 6'2" Tim Tebow out here. That's why we don't have 100% faith in Urban Meyer, because he's looking at all these 6'6" tight ends and he's like, I'll take the one that's 6'2", that's never played the tight end position before. This is what real tight ends do, folks. You're telling me that Tim Tebow would have gotten open down the field on a 3rd and 4, down 7 game in the fourth quarter when they needed to do something in the clutch? You're telling me Tim Tebow would clutch this? No way, no way. So well done to CJ Uzomah, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And now here we go. Tie game 21-21. The Bengals driving here, trying to do something on 2nd and 8 around midfield. CJ Uzomah on 2nd and 8 gets a first down, keeps the drive moving, keeps the clock ticking. And then we get on 2nd and 14. The wide receiver screen right here, and he takes it all the way down. Once again, unfortunate that the Steelers can't run the screen game to perfection, but CJ Uzomah can. Yes, sir. Takes it all the way for the first down on 2nd and 14, ices the game. So he had the 2 scores. He had 2 clutch first downs on the game-winning touch or field goal drive. What more could you ask out of a tight end performance, folks? This is absolutely an A+. Do I dare say plus? Do we give out the first official A++ to a tight end at tight end university? You better believe it. I mean, clutch scoring multiple times throughout the entire second half when they needed somebody to make plays. It was the tight end, folks, and you better believe he learned that from tight end university. So CJ Uzomah, his first appearance here on the tight end university list, couldn't have come at a better time, and we are giving out the first A++ to CJ Uzomah for his week 4 performance. Keep it up, and hopefully every tight end starts playing like this. We've already seen some great tight end performances so far, and it's only been 4 weeks into the season. But CJ Uzomah, one of the best performances of the entire year by a tight end. Keep on going, keep on getting better, and keep on showing out for the younger tight ends that are coming up that will be at Tight End University next year, folks. Let's quickly see. Was CJ Uzomah officially at Tight End University? I think he was. But let's officially double check right here. Or is he definitely punching his ticket, and we will have to pay for his tuition for next season to get this man officially in? So let's see. Was CJ Uzomah at Tight End University? Let's quickly take a look. We're scrolling at all the great tight ends. Look at all these great names on this list, folks. He's so great, so great. Here he is. Yes, he is. CJ Uzomah. The man learned from the greats, and he showed it all last night. Go get it done, tight ends, folks. Whew. So CJ Uzomah is going to be in contention for summa cum laude honors at the tight end graduation at the end of this season. So very well done to CJ Uzomah. Alrighty, so CJ Uzomah played great. Joe Burrow played great. Joe Mixon played great. What else do we got here by the receivers here for the Bengals? We got Jamar Chase. Unfortunately, didn't have a touchdown, but another solid performance out here. 6 catches for 77 yards. He had 9 targets. And then we got Trenton Irwin, 1 reception for 25 yards. Auden Tate, 1 reception for 18 yards. So spreading the ball around to his tall wide receivers, and tall weapons in general. Isn't Tyler Boyd 6'5"? 6'4", 6'5"? What do we got? That's not going to load up. That's fine. Okay, Tyler Boyd, I'm pretty sure, is like 6'4", 6'5". So that man is tall. CJ Uzomah, we just said 6'6". So Joe Burrow using all of his tall weapons. That's what we love to see. All right, but let's watch a couple of plays here of what kind of turned the tide in this game. So let's start here with the Bengals drive right here that resulted in a 3-and-out. So let's see why this Bengals team got out to a little bit of a slow start. Was it Joe Burrow just not completing these balls right here? Because we saw what they did when they kind of picked up that first down. And we saw it all in the second half. They scored touchdown after touchdown. So here we go. The Bengals second drive, they're down 7-0. It is 2nd and 8. Let's see what Joe Burrow does here. And this was kind of a game-changing drive. They don't score on this drive. I believe the Jaguars go down and score, not on this drive, but on their next drive. I mean, Bengals make it 7-7. Do the Jaguars even get another touchdown? Do they all just kind of implode? So, once again, this was kind of a huge, big stop here by the Jaguars defense. Great stops overall. So, were they great stops in the first half, or were they Joe Burrow not getting it done? So, here we go. 2nd and 8. Joe Burrow, steady in the pocket, but it gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. Great job there by, what do we got, Miles Jack and Josh Allen to kind of get their hands on the ball and pressure the quarterback. Who gets his hand on this ball officially? It is Josh Allen. A great tip up right there, which brings up 3rd and 8, and we're going to get another pass by Joe Burrow. Once again, it's an incomplete, but let's see why. So Joe Burrow drops back the pass. Going to step up in the pocket, and our video is going to freeze. That's not great. Alrighty. So here we go. We got to reload this. This isn't good. Looks like our internet is going to crap out on us. Not exactly what we want to see. Alrighty, let's see if this video plays, or if this is going to reload. So here we go on the Bengals' next drive, another kind of 3-and-out drive here. Here we go, 3rd and 14. Joe Burrow dropping back the pass, stepping up in the pocket, throwing on the run, and there is just nothing open. And unfortunately, we also do not have the coach's film just quite yet for this game. But yeah, trying to buy the time. Little dump off here. Could have been over there to the left sideline, but he's not even looking over there. Throwing on the run. We don't really see anything open, so unfortunate there. Once again, great job by the Jaguars defense to not really give anything, and that's why they were able to get out to that nice 14-0 start. That almost was a 21-0 start. Oh, we're not there just quite yet. All right, we get another kind of 3rd down, not pickup here by this Bengals team on 3rd and 2. This time it's off of that. Is it? I think it is off of the missed. Nope. This is before the missed Fourth down. All right. So before the missed fourth down, if the Bengals go down and score a touchdown on this drive or just eat up the rest of the clock, we could have potentially got a different game as well. But let's see what happens here. 3rd and 2. Bengals still struggling to pick up these first downs in the first half. Let's see why. Good Jaguars defense or bad throw by Joe Burrow. So let's see. Here we go. 3rd and 2. 3 minutes left in the first half, and he dumps it down to the check down, and there was no separation there, and tackled immediately, and it's caught for no gain. So let's see, was there anything that was open right here? We get, who is this, Joe Mixon on the right side, doing nothing right here, not even showing. And then we've got some wide receivers all flowing to the left right here. Nothing truly open. All 3 of their options right here on the left side and truly covered very well. So just unfortunate this Jaguars defense could not continue the lockdown success that it had in the first half. And it's CJ Uzomah and Joe Burrow exploiting this defense, figuring it out. And the Jaguars weren't able to kind of switch it up and fool the Bengals, and they gave up touchdowns on the first 3 drives, and then the game-winning field goal drive when they didn't need a touchdown. All they needed was a field goal. So it's just unfortunate that this Jaguars defense kind of, shit the bed a little bit in the second half. Unfortunate, but well done by Joe Burrow going into halftime and just coming out and firing and slinging the ball around. Like we said, these drives were pretty gosh dang long, besides the first one that went big because Joe Burrow went to Jamar Chase. Once again, Jamar Chase is truly proving to be the best wide receiver of this rookie class. And we kind of said, I think Zach Taylor was playing big brain IQ and told Jamar Chase to drop all those balls in the preseason games to kind of get everybody off of them, because this turnaround that we saw from Jamar Chase is absolutely fantastic. So Jamar Chase had a nice 44-yard pass play on the first drive. So the first drive only went 2 minutes, but then the second drive out of halftime, we said 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Third drive, 5.5 minutes. Last drive, 5.5 minutes as well. Alrighty, but let's go down to this drive right here where, well, we can also credit Laviska Shenault Jr. out here. Look at that, to come back toward the ball and find the ball and catch the ball all the way down. Where do they place them? At the 10-yard line. But this was a huge potential turning point in this game as well. If the Jaguars scored a touchdown on this drive to go up 21-0, do the Bengals come back in the second half? They still put up, they would still kind of, won the game in the sense that they put up 24 points. But the Jaguars put up 7 points in the second half too. So 28-24 potential here, or even 24-24 potential tie if they settle for the field goal. But, I don't blame Urban Meyer for going for it here. You've been having good success here, and if you go up 21-0 on the road, that's exactly where you want to be. So I don't fault, and I'm not going to blame Urban Meyer. I think it's a solid call. I'm not going to judge whether it's a good call, bad call. I think it's a solid call right here by Urban Meyer that unfortunately just not pan out. If they go for it and it does pan out, they get the touchdown, then Urban Meyer's a genius and all that. It's just kind of those calls that you have to make, and I respect them making that big call right here. But let's see why it floundered here. Why could they not pick up these final 10 remaining yards to the end zone? So let's see what they do here and why this drive stalled. So here we go. After the big completion to Laviska Shenault Jr., they go off and hand the ball off, and it picks up about 3-4 yards, only about 2 yards. So now it's 2nd and goal. All right, here we go. 2nd and goal. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun from the 8-yard line. Can he sling it in here? Here we go. Dropping back to pass. Escaping out of the pocket, trying to throw on the run, and he didn't even really need to run out of the pocket. No real pressure here. This is solid protection right here. Didn't need to kind of roll out of it, but he does roll out, and then he takes away half the field, kind of 3/4 of the field, since he's rushing toward the short side, and there's nothing open, and unfortunately has to throw it away. But now we get 3rd and goal. Here we go. Trevor Lawrence. We're going to get a timeout. Alrighty. So Urban Meyer wants to kind of talk it over a little bit. Alrighty. Here we go. Trevor Lawrence, 3rd and goal. In the shotgun. Tries to hit Chenault Jr. again, real close on a slant route, and it was a good decision. It brings him down right to the 1 yard line. Unfortunately, could not extend the ball over the goal line. We get the slow-mo angle, and yeah, just short, man, an inch short. So unfortunate there, but that gives Urban Meyer enough confidence to go for it right on the 1 yard line. Now let's see what they call here. Who do they trust to pick up this 1 yard? Why don't they have Trevor Lawrence under center for a QB sneak? We know this man is beefy. This man is a big quarterback that he can go and sneak it. But they don't do that. They line him up in the shotgun. Alrighty. So they line him up in the shotgun on 4th and goal. And then it's just kind of a speed option. They have Trevor Lawrence run right up the middle, and it does not go. So I truly don't understand that sense. If you are going to run the ball with the quarterback or the running back, why put yourself at a disadvantage of starting 3, 4, 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage? So I don't love the call here. If you are going to run the ball with Trevor Lawrence or the running back, just line up under center, go beefy, go big, a big package, or just have Trevor Lawrence go over the top. But I don't like the direct snap to Trevor Lawrence and then the fake of the kind of pitch to the running back. But you do got to credit this Bengals defense here. I mean, they gave no push here to Trevor Lawrence. Just watch this man just get stood up as soon as he reaches kind of the line of scrimmage. That is huge, big time defense right there, right on the 1 yard line. And was that all the momentum going back to the Bengals right before halftime? Who's to say for certain? But man, oh man, truly unfortunate. It truly kind of seemed like this game was a little bit lost right here on the 1 yard line. So I don't love the play calling. I like the idea to go for it. I don't love the play calling. Alrighty. And then here we go. The final opportunity for this Jaguars to try and win this game. It is tied 21-21. 6 minutes left. 5 minutes, 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Jaguars are at midfield on a 3rd and 4. They pick this up. They could probably chew off a lot of the remaining clock, kind of get a touchdown or a field goal to take the lead and to put all the pressure back on the Bengals. But it's an incomplete pass on 3rd and 4, so let's see why. Was it Trevor Lawrence missing the ball? Was it the receiver dropping it? Or was it great defense down the stretch in the clutch by the home team, the Bengals? So let's see what we get here. Here we go. 3rd and 4 at midfield. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun, takes the snap. Pressure now getting there, and he escapes the wrong way. This is not great. This is kind of on the fault of Trevor Lawrence a little bit. So here we go. They got trips lined up to the left side here, and everything is rolling across the middle of the field towards the right sideline. So Trevor Lawrence he's getting pressured off the right side of the line, and he spins out left, but everything is flowing to the right. So now nothing is open, and nothing's going to be open because all the receivers are on the right side. Now they're going to have to sprint all the way back to the left where all the defenders are. And Trevor Lawrence is just going to see nothing open here and has to kind of throw it basically away. So Trevor Lawrence, maybe not understanding the scheme or the pressure got to him, and he rolls out the wrong way. And it's unfortunate we don't have the all-22 here, because this receiver right here, right on the break, literally all trips to the left are all coming back inside. And this man right here, 35, 36, can't really see too clearly here, but he's looking like he's open right now. Like we said, unfortunately, we don't have the L22, so he just comes off frame, so we don't know where the defenders are, but that kind of seemed to be open right there, and Trevor Lawrence looking right at it, didn't see it. The pressure got there kind of at the same time, forces him out. So an unfortunate incomplete pass here on 3rd and 4 by Trevor Lawrence, and they don't get the ball back, and the Bengals go down and kick the game-winning field goal. So they had the chance there to win it, make it a little bit more competitive, potentially put up 3 points to take the lead, but Trevor Lawrence kind of bootlegs off the wrong way, escapes the pressure off the wrong side. Unfortunate. Now as soon as he kind of escapes the pocket right here, there is no chance that this ball is complete because everything is flowing to the right. So truly unfortunate there by Trevor Lawrence, but overall, a good game by both of these young quarterbacks, and the Bengals, the home team, they squeak out the narrow victory 24-21. So, unfortunate for this Jaguars team, still waiting for their first win of the season, while the Bengals are trying to win that division, baby, and that's absolutely fantastic so far. So, Bengals get the 24-21 win, and we'll see if the Jaguars can finally win their next game, their first game of the season, next week.